Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to another edition of Agrofrost. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we're going to go ahead and sell some of this corn, of this wheat, and... oh, there we go, that was weird. And... oh, it needs to come up. There we go. Trying to figure out why this wouldn't come up there for a second. So what we're going to do is go ahead and record a little recording course right here. And actually we're not going to do it from this direction. Let's go from the other direction here. It would make more sense. Let's get in the actual tractor itself. And what we'll do is do a little recording course. We'll record the course from here to the Molina, which is the best place to sell this at the moment. To sell barley. Let's go ahead and make sure we're in the right spot here. Back up a little bit, and hopefully what we'll do is we'll get enough money to actually start, well, not start, but actually get some more equipment, I should say. Because as some people have pointed out, we really haven't got that much equipment in this particular series. I don't know why. I think it's mostly just due to the fact that, is that in the middle? Yeah, it's in the middle enough. It's mostly to do with the fact that I've just been enjoying the map, I guess. Alright, we need to go down there, so let's head forward. Yeah, it might just be due to the fact that I've been enjoying myself playing on the map. Just one of those things, I don't know, sometimes you just get into a groove and you just enjoy the map or have some fun with it. Could be lots of different reasons. I don't know, that's my excuse at least. I just enjoy the map, so I've been just playing on it, I guess. But you're right, I should try and progress a bit more. I actually went on my way the other day to look for some other mods that might actually work well with this map. And there were a few out there. Let's turn right here. Or left. Right. Jeez. There were a few mods out there that actually looked like they might be nice. Like, this seems like the type of map that would be kind of cool to have Akurovits on, but the Akurovits I have seen haven't been amazing. A lot of them are, of course, ports. Almost every mod so far right now has been a port, and that's primarily because the documentation has been released, as I'm sure I've mentioned more than once now. Oh, this is not the way I wanted to go. Oh, well. Yeah, just because that's probably the main reason why we haven't seen anything like, really mind-blowing yet. Most of what we've seen has just been, recreations of stuff we have already seen. But that's to be expected under the circumstances. I can't wait to see what they come out with once the documentation's out, because then we'll be able to see some of those really, really cool mods. Like, I've seen some really cool mods already, but they haven't really been like models, like this tractor, for example. Most of what we have seen has been like script-based, which makes sense because it's easier to write something for a script than it is to write something for a wide turn here. Oh, it's a tight turn. It's easier to write a script-based mod rather than a build a model where you don't have anything to go off of. Well, technically they do have something to go off of. When you go to like the Giants editor website, they give you a couple sample mods, and that's how you can base your assumptions, I guess is what I want to say, off of that, basically. So you have to kind of guess, is this what they're talking about here, is this what they mean, sort of thing. So that's what you have to do, and that's the only way I know of off the top of my head to kind of to learn how to do certain things, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. Let's see how much money we make from this. Just back up a little bit. Apparently I went just a wee bit too far. Alright, so we're at 5,000. How much money we can get from this? We're at 10. That's not so bad, actually. Jeez. Well, that's pretty darn good, actually. Holy cow. And we have quite a few loads, actually. We have like 2 more, looks like. Alright, so let's just turn. And I think we can just go back up here. This way, and we'll go off to the right. Yeah, but it'll be really interesting to see what they come out with. See what the level of mod actually becomes Because right now the level of mod, like we've seen, like all the showcases you've seen, probably all of the mods that you've come across have either been ports or not necessarily amazingly created mods for 2015. And like I said, that's to be expected under the circumstances. But there's only so much you can do when you don't know all the information, right? So in this case, they're just guessing sometimes, or they're doing the best they can, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But time will tell. I don't know, February's coming up, and last time I heard February was the month that the information was released last time, so hopefully it's released the same time this year, or this time around, so which would be pretty cool, because then we'll start seeing some of those amazing mods. I know a lot of modders actually just, not necessarily given up, but they're just waiting. I think NA Modding is waiting for the actual they're waiting for the actual information to be released, just to make sure they release a good mod. Oh, that's cool, check that out. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. Those are all the sheep in there. Haha, that's cool. That's a cool little area for them too. A little meadow. Anyways, yeah, it'll be cool to see what actually comes about. All right, let's turn here, and for the last little leg, turn left and then go up around the orchard, so to speak. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm really excited for it. I know I want to see what NA Modding and some of the big guys are able to come up with. Just to drive through those trees, sure. What they'll be able to come up with, because those are the people who almost always end up bringing out those amazing mods that we're all kind of curious about. Let's turn. No, not in there, Ian. Why do I always do that? So just pause the course, delete a few back of the previous points, and it's funny, at first when you realize you can do that, you're like, oh wow, that saves me so much trouble. Also, but when you forget to do that, that's also annoying as well. So like, if I had just stopped the course, or accidentally hit stop the course as opposed to pause, oh man, that is super, super annoying. Done that my fair share of times, that's for sure. Especially on, like, you know, you're going from one side of the map to the other side of the map, and then you realize, oh, right, I didn't want to do that. Let's turn down here, because I think this is going to be a better way to approach that silo. Because remember how we approached it last time. Let's just turn here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a better way to do it. So, if we go nice and slow, this is actually the tipping point right here. If you look to the right, I'm going to just take it nice and easy so I can line myself up nicely. And should be good. One thing you want to make sure you do is line it up so it's actually underneath. Oh, is that going to be underneath? Should be. Should I get closer than that? Or should I take the top? It should be. Let's just take the turn just a wee bit wider. Just because I want to make sure that trailer lines up there nicely. Alright. So let's take the turn, and we'll do it just one more time, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. So let's delete a couple more. There we go, and let's just get in front of that last point there. There we go, perfect. So unpause, take it nice and wide, and hopefully this will allow us to. Are we gonna clear it? Looks like we're okay. Barely. There we go, that should do. Alright, let's just save that course, and let's call it, I don't know, Sell Molina. And put it to grain transport mode. We're going to sell barley. Let's see if that works. Whew. It's still close though, look at that. You see where it is? It's pretty close to the edge there. Anyway, so he's going to sell that a couple more times. So we'll probably get about, I don't know, maybe another 10, 20,000. We'll see. Something along those lines. Excellent. So let's hop over to this guy. That is... He is done. Okay, so let's go and unload this guy. And I can actually unload it into this trailer right here, now that I think about it. This trailer doesn't just hold apples, which is cool. You can actually put a whole bunch of stuff in this one, which is really nice. So if you're in a situation like I am right now, where you... Come on. Oh, that's cool! Look at that! Oh, that is awesome! Look at that! Oh, that is super cool. So it goes into bags. Man, this thing's a little cool little trail. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That is super cool. Man, who would have made this mod again? I can't remember his name. We're just going to look right now. What the heck is his name? Rosenthaler. Yeah, so this is the same guy who made the... and that's not full yet. But how cool is that, right? Anyways, let's hop back into this guy. Close this up. And let's just drive forward into the other field here. But how cool is that? Like, I think I changed that trailer out because before I had the apples, and before it was just like a regular plane, but they changed it in that particular model, I guess. There's a couple of different versions of it. So, anyways, this is field number 1. And is this the one with the telephone poles? Yes, it is. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and calculate the field width of this. Let's put it to field number 1. Good. And this is field number 1, starting corner southwest, I guess would be a good place. Heading north. It doesn't matter if he goes back. Let's say 3 headlands. That might be a safe bet. Maybe to do one more. 4. Headlands first and then up and down the field. Perfect. That should work well. And the first point's over there. Really? Okay. Whatever. No. Don't start chopping right here. Where's the first point? Why am I using the steering wheel? It's funny. Often when I realize this, often when I'm kind of like just when I'm just messing around and trying to set something up with course play, I find myself using the keyboard and mouse just because it's right there. First point. That probably would help as well. Alright. There we go. And he's going to drop some straw here too. There we go. It's going to do 4 headlands, I guess, if I set it to. If he misses some, he misses some. I'm not that worried about it. Some people were saying, like, well, I don't like using course play to harvest our fields because it misses some. I'm like, that's true. It definitely does. But if you know, I'm not sure if you people notice this or not, but that's the different straw type. This is barley straw, or wheat straw, sorry, and then it was barley straw. That was pretty cool. Oh, sweet. He just sold some. That's $16,000. And, oh, okay, he's actually putting the tarp on automatically. That's cool. And you can tip with a tarp on. Nice. How's this guy doing? So this guy, I have him set to just seeding this field still. He's seeding it as wheat. He's almost out of wheat. I'm just going to let him do his thing, I think. This guy. Nice. So everything's running along smoothly now, so we're actually making a little bit of money. I don't think we can actually... I don't think we can actually get any other tractors yet. We could get another one of these small John Deeres, but I don't think that's really necessary. This is the Ursus we have right now, and I don't know if there's... I wonder why they decided not to include the regular Ursus in the game. I mean, like, from the Ursus pack in 2013 is what I'm getting at. Maybe they'll release it in the future, I don't know. I've never even used this one either. Maybe we should try and head for one of these ones, because I've never used this Steyr. Actually, it's not true, I did use a Steyr for a bit. I think I just skipped over it, but this is the one I really want to use. Because I have not used that one. And I remember TCGG Rob using this one, and he really liked it, so... perhaps I will aim for that one right there. But gotta love how quiet it is in this combine. It's so quiet. It's awesome. It seems strange though because I can hear the birds and the crickets over the actual engine, which is a little odd. And in real life, you probably wouldn't hear that. But all right. made that coffee strong this morning. Or maybe it just seems stronger than it normally is. It's funny, I've been slowly cutting back on my coffee lately. So what's happened is, instead of making more coffee, I've made stronger coffee, I've realized. Which, I don't know if that defeats the purpose or not, but it's just been kind of funny, so. It's made me laugh. And he's... Huh, that's interesting. Why isn't he buying seeds? Weird. Did you notice that? So he's actually gone over this little section right here, but he's actually not planting. I wonder why that is. Maybe that was the... What the heck is this then? Is that the automatic help? I wonder. Let's find out here. I didn't think that's what it would do, but maybe it's just what it is. I think I turned that off just to see if it would make those icons not show up, and maybe that's maybe it's not exactly what it's supposed to do. Let's see. So let's just hire. So let's come over here and just hire him, and let's see what happens. Maybe that's the automatic help. I don't know. Oh, weird. Huh. Wonder why it's the case. Oh well. Let's go grab some more seeds, I guess, then. Yeah, that's really strange, actually. I don't want to go up the hill. I wonder why. Because it's supposed to be able just to buy seeds, but maybe because it's not a standard in-game seeder. I don't know. That really doesn't make any sense, though. I don't think there's any other options I've hit. Plant withering. That's really strange. I wonder why that's the case. Because if that were the case, why would, I don't know. It should just purchase its own with a hired worker, but apparently it did not. Now, the question is, does the Molina have seeds? I want to say it does not, which is slightly annoying because that means I have to go much further into town to get some seeds. Alright, so let's take a little jaunt around here. Don't want to go straight down the hill. It's funny, I was watching a video the other day on YouTube where these guys were, I don't know, mudding essentially. And the thing that kind of threw me off, I was just watching it and just like, you know, I saw it, I think someone watched it on Google Plus, and that's how I saw it. And I just happened to notice it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting, let's check that out. And it looked like they were mudding through like it wasn't quite a bog type area, but it was like a forest with like a big mud spot. It looked kind of interesting. But I've done a little bit of mudding back in my day, but not excessively, that's for sure. Nope, there's nothing here I can... That's annoying. Guess I'm going back to town then. Yeah, I've done my... Oops. Back to town. Back to town. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Alright. Where are we going here? I guess we're going to drive around the back half of this? Sure, why not? And then turn around? That seems like a logical thing to do, right? Not really. But we were able to do it, so that's awesome. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's head back into town and get some seeds, because apparently we don't have any seeds left, and I wasn't going to... I don't know. I'm not sure what the reason why. I'll have to go look into the individual settings now and see what actually was the reason behind that, because that's a bit odd, but... oh well. So I think what I'm going to do, this is coming up on to, what is this, episode 18 I guess this would be. So I think what I might do is episode 20 I'll change out to a different map. Not that I'm not enjoying this map, just because change it up a little bit. I'm not sure what map I'm going to play on yet. I've been watching Farmer Beavis play on Baldacchino, and I think Tony was another person who suggested that map as well. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take another glance at that map. I actually have a couple other maps that I looked at that I liked. So we'll see what happens, because there are a couple out there that are pretty darn nice these days. They're not necessarily American maps though, which is kind of funny. A lot of them are, a lot of them tend to be European-styled maps. So I will have to take that into consideration. Maybe I'll do an English map. I haven't done an English map in a while. I'll see what I can find. I think there's a Coldborough map, which is another one. I think it's a pretty big map though. There's Nunston Farm, which I really like, but that's a really big map as well. I'm trying to keep it like, you know, big map, small map type of scenario. I guess I'm going all the way back to my farm. That's probably the easiest way to do this. Wow. Okay, whatever. Trying to do big map, small map. So this is kind of like a medium-sized to small map, whereas Nebraska's a really big map. So trying to keep that like that. Excuse me. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. Whether or not it's actually going to happen or not, I don't know. I think the other map I remember looking at was Silent Valley, it was called. There's a couple new maps out now that are really nice. Una District, I think I looked at as well. There's another Poland-based map that came out not too long ago, which was nice. So yeah, there's tons of maps coming out these days, so lots and lots and lots of options. Alright, so let's go ahead and refill this guy. We need to go over here. Yes, I know that's what it is. Okay, fine, let's just drive right through the door, why not? Or not. There we go. I totally forgot you could do that. Alright, now this guy, you're probably half full. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so sell that, and this other guy is going to fill up. Someone asked me the other day if this guy automatically put the covers on. They do. I don't know why he hasn't done it right now, but I believe they do. I know for sure they do automatically put the covers on. So here's the little toggle right here. You can put it automatic or manual, I believe. Yeah. And I believe it does it when it's a full load. Obviously this isn't a full load. Maybe that's the reason why he hasn't done it, but they do actually have a toggle where you can go if you want to put the covers on automatically or not. So if I really want to put the covers on, I can, but it really doesn't make a difference. Oh, that trailer does look like a really nice trailer, I have to admit that. They did a good job with the dirt skin and everything as well. Nice. Alright, so our John Deere is probably good to go again. Was I really planting barley back there? Let's check. I totally forget. The survey says it was wheat. Okay. I can live with that. It's funny, I like the out of cab view, but I find on some of the smaller maps it's actually more difficult to play like that, because what happens is you get situations like just happened there where you're like turning and you can't see anything. At least that's what I've discovered. Where am I going? Oh, that's works, sure. And you can't see anything, that's what I've discovered. It happens more than I would like. So like here it's not too bad, but if you're turning around in a tight area where you have to like look around, it often becomes frustrating because you can't see anything. Maybe that's just me though. Sure, let's take this little way. A little bit of a mud path here. Do a bit of mud bogging on my own. I don't think you'd want to do that with an expensive seeder, mind you, but we don't own that field. We could harvest it though. Yeah, so that was one of the videos I watched not too long ago. It's not too bad. Actually, what was the other video I watched? I think it was one lonely farmer who was fixing his tractor as well. Yeah, something happened with his front axle, not axle, his bearing, I believe he was saying, and he was trying to fix it. And he was gonna, I think it was a kingpin. He said it was a problem, but eventually I don't think he replaced all of it. It was an older video, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was an older video. I just went through my subscriptions and YouTube and like, oh, what's this? And I kind of just checked it out, and it seemed like that's what he was working on. Actually, we could probably just go straight here, couldn't we? Or can't we? What's this? Oh, we actually own this field. This is a potato field, looks like. Potatoes that we can't harvest, I suppose, or sugar beets that we can't harvest. Looks like sugar potatoes. Probably shouldn't be driving on them. Just realized that. I'm like, oh, what's this? I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't drive on them. Oh well. Yeah, I guess those are potatoes. Maybe we should. I think we should get a new tractor before I start harvesting potatoes. But that's just me. All right, let's go in here. So this is a scenario where being out of cab is kind of annoying because you can't really see what's going on very easily. This is that wood camp that we came up on last time, and we want to go this way. This is that wood camp. It's a pretty cool looking area, actually. I don't know why I don't know. I just maybe this is an area where you can actually. I think I saw Farmer Reviews. What did he do? In Baldacchino, there's a place where you can make wood like this, basically planks, and you can actually sell the planks, which is kind of interesting. Actually, I didn't realize they're adding some interesting stuff to the game. Like some of the maps that are coming out have some really cool little stuff on it, and I think it's all due to the fact that there is the UPK, which is the Universal Processing Kit, I think it's called. Where am I going here? I believe that's what it's called, so it's allowing people to do that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if it's 100% because of that, but let's go over here. That's definitely partially the reason why. So I think that's really cool because it does open up the door for some of those crazier mods, like that biodiesel facility I mentioned a while back about making your own diesel fuel and stuff like that. So they're really pushing the envelope for some of that really neat stuff. Let's go this way. We don't need to go all the way up the hill. We can actually go around it, or partially around it at least. Alright, actually we can do this. This is a more gentle slope. Yeah, so they're coming out with some really nifty stuff. So what I should probably try and do is probably try and get, oops, what am I doing? Try and get some of that stuff out there and trying it out, just to see what's it like. I know Farmer Beus is using it, and he says it's pretty nifty, so I'll have to give it a go. Alright, folks, I think what I'm going to do is going to get this guy over to that field there. And once he's over to the field, I will let him loose. And we'll have another field of wheat to harvest in the near future. But also, once I progress time at least one day, I'll have some more apples I need to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. And here's our field. So I think what I'll do for now, folks, is I will stop the episode here. Let me just line him up where he's supposed to be first before I forget about that. I'll come back another day and be like, I don't know where he was supposed to be, so at least if I line him up, I'll know where he's supposed to be. Alright, folks, that's it for me for today. My name's Iain. Robson has been Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from Agrofrost. I will catch you guys later.